Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about a movie. This movie blew me away, man, and like the best ways that a pure indie film could. This is an $80,000 noir thriller film with light cosmic elements. It is a mind trip. It is a mind fuck. It carries the best attributes of mindfuck movies, and it just works. But I know for a fact it's not going to work for a lot of you if what I'm going to say does not appeal to you, because there's so many things in this film that are put together. It's a mash of many different influences put together that on merit alone should not work. They should not work so well together, but they do. It's like, this is an $80,000 project where an indie director said, I'm gonna do what indie directors do. I'm gonna do exactly what I want, how I want, and I hope that it finds its people, and it found me. I'm definitely the people for this film. But I don't think it's going to be a everybody film. There's a very specific kind of person who would enjoy this film. And as I explain, your ears might perk up and you might go, oh, I'm that people. I'm his people. I'm their people. So the film is a noir thriller. It's a noir thriller with a twist involving time. So our main character, this film is called Gaze, if I haven't said it already, Gazer. So the movie follows a character, a woman who suffers with a real life condition called dyschronometria, which I wasn't aware was a thing up until this film, and I googled as much as I could about it while watching the film, because I really wanted to see how it was going to be used in terms of the story and the tension, and they do an incredible job. So dyschronometria is basically a condition where you have no real concept of time. At any point in time, you could disassociate so hard that you wake up hours later in the same spot, having not moved, having not done anything. It also makes it so that because you don't see time the way that we do, right? Because you don't perceive time the way that people without that condition do, it just means that now you can't grieve things properly, because the distance of time between the event that is causing you to grieve and the memory of that event, there's no way for you to associate that with a real number. Your mind is incapable of doing it. So even if you got therapy, it would have to be some very, very legit therapy, very intense therapy, for you to figure out tangibly how long ago this was in correlation with how recent it feels and how you grieve. And I was just like, oh my God, I know this is going to be crazy. I know that this is going to be crazy. This is going to be so smart. And I got to tell you, it's really smart. So now imagine this character, right? But she has a daughter, and her daughter, she doesn't have custody of. Her mother-in-law does, because her husband committed suicide. This is all set up. She wants to do the therapy. She's doing the time to try to grieve her husband so that she can get custody of her daughter, because she is not mentally well enough, according to the state, to be able to take care of a child herself. She's also saving money so that she can have a proper place to live, to show the state that she is able of taking care of her daughter, even though her condition is worsening, and it is said to worsen to its ultimate worst case scenario. So even then, she's got a lot working against her. She goes to a group, and in this group she meets a woman who tells her, I will give you money if you help me get away from my abusive brother. Hesitantly. This is the start of the film. This is the setup. But the mystery of the film is when she goes to help the woman and the woman doesn't show up. Now we've got a murder mystery on our hands. That is the crux of the story. This is the spine where everything kicks off. This movie does so many things that work so specifically well for what it's trying to do. It's a noir film shot on 16 millimeters, so you have the textured visual grain of a movie of its time. It's got the saxophone soundtrack, as if you are literally in a black and white detective noir story, but it's shot in present time. It is very muddy looking. It's very dark hues of blue, grays. It's that kind of film. I almost feel like they should have just shot in black and white just to have the full effect. You're already taking the risk for $80,000. You know what you're doing as an indie director, clearly. Might as well have done that. That's my only small little thing. And not even because it did anything wrong. It looks beautiful. I mean, I was literally from ear to ear smiling just to see the grain on the screen, shot on 66 on 16 millimeter. It was so impressive. I was like, just, you could have done it in black and white at that point. You went so far in. And the movie plays with time. The movie makes you distrust her memory because there are moments where time elapses. She's standing in the same place. We cut immediately, and you're like, all right, this is going to make the mystery deeper because there are things that we know happened during the time you were standing still. Now, we don't know what those things are in the grand scheme of the story, but then that deepens the mystery because you don't know what happened. You don't know if because of this condition she might have developed DID, which could very much be secondary to having this condition, but it's not the same thing. So there's so many things that are compacting on this mystery. Where is this woman? Who is this woman that I was going to help? Like, who really is she? Was she lying about something? But the mystery gets deep. There's a whole conspiracy here that is so well done. And halfway through the movie, I was like, oh, this is not going anywhere where I thought it was going to go. And I was so impressed that it sticks to its noir roots. It constantly has you questioning things in a way that feel tantalizing. It's tangible because you're like, these things will cause real problems if you don't figure it out, but your own mind is working against you in tandem with working against you trying to get custody of your daughter because now there's a murder mystery that maybe you're involved in, and there's a mystery of identity now. There's things that are being completely switched up in terms of what they served the plot for in the beginning to what they are now. Revelations are fantastic, and it even has a touch of another subgenre of horror in this film that when I watched the trailer after the movie, I was so impressed. I was like, this specific subgenre of horror was not shown in the trailer. What a fucking... See, this is why we love indie directors, because they're not afraid to leave shit out of the trailer, right? Because then I can just give it good word of mouth, and then one of you motherfuckers would be like, oh, this sounds good, and you're gonna go watch it, and you're gonna let me know that you love it. This is how that works. Word of mouth. This is horror. This is how horror should work. Nonetheless, there's an element of this that gets very trippy and very creative and takes risks. Not just like, oh, some risks. No, it takes risks that in any other hands would not have, I guess, would have not worked. Now, I say this like I've known this director's filmography. He's only made 2 other short films. Actually, I think 1 short film and a music video. And this is his debut feature, apparently. I've researched him. I couldn't find anything else. This is it. And he is capable. Like, if this is your feature, you're capable because clearly you want to do something different. You have also a good handle on what your influences are. You're putting this in a pot of a mishmash of genres that you clearly have a love for. Noir, detective, thriller, psychological thriller, and that one extra subgenre that I won't say too much about, but it just came together so well. It takes its time. It knows that you're immersed, and it wants you to follow the threads. And then there's also the whole personal stakes thing, you know, like her daughter. Is she ever going to have her daughter back after all this? Especially as things worsen for her throughout the film and this detective story, things get worse for her. And you're like, are you ever, after this, I don't know if your daughter's ever going to come back to you. And then the climax of the ending, the climax of the movie, I feel, is where it's going to sort of tear people apart. For this kind of film, there's no right way to do an ending like this for a movie that dabbles in so many little different things and it's psychologically driven. You know, films that use time as a big plot device or memory, like these movies, they're hard to pull off and they're hard to write. And like this dude just really has a handle on it. But the third act, I feel like it worked for me, but I feel like anybody who's not willing to be at the right mind while watching this movie will look at the ending and go, well, what the fuck was that? Fuck you. That is to say, if you're the right audience member and you will know who you are for this movie, it will grab you and it will get in your brain. There's so many tense moments in this. The mystery is so good. It had a hook in me, man. If you want to be a little bit challenged, I feel like this movie is the one for you, man. I had so much fun. I just went in there. No trailer, no nothing. I had so much fun. I really like this movie. Give it a shot. Trust me. If it sounds like it's for you, it's most likely for you. Anyway, that's my review for tonight. Thank you guys for showing up. As always, you are the best. I adore you horror fans out there who sit here and watch me blab about horror movies. We're very close to 1,000, so Thank you to all who are making that happen. You know, I will never say fucking subscribe and all that shit. I feel like if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it, right? I don't need to force you. If you feel like you want more of me, I'm sure you will. That's enough of me blabbing. I appreciate you, and as always, I will see you at the movies.